Hi guys, this is Ryan with a quick update for those of you who don't follow our YouTube community page or any of our social media. As you may have noticed, we have been off the air for a couple of weeks, and that is my fault. The morning after we recorded this episode that you're just about to listen to, I found myself in the ER with some rather bad muscle spasms in my lower back. I have a couple of discs protruding on a nerve root in my lower back, and I've been dealing with that for the past couple weeks, which has not been fun. Daniel and I are looking to get back at it very soon. There will be more updates on that in following episodes. Thank you for everybody who has sent me messages and made comments. I really appreciate it, and I am feeling much better. I am not better, but I am feeling much better. So thank you all. Enjoy the episode.
Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
This podcast is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Spoiler warning for whatever is in the title of this episode.
And now for the obligatory socials. Please like, share and subscribe. You can find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Slasher and Goodreads. Become part of the Disturbed community by asking for the Facebook group and Discord links. Send dick pics to the horrorofbabylonpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/thehorrorofbabylon. In closing, you can let your friends know that The Horror of Babylon is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible and all other major podcast apps.
Welcome to episode 140. I think it's what, did I say 140 or 141?
I think 141.
Episode 141 of The Horror of Babylon, where we watch Night of the Living Dummy 2. I am Ryan, and with me as always is Daniel. Say hi, Daniel.
I ain't no dummy. How many times can we make that joke?
Quite a few. And I'm going to try to numb the pain of a back injury with a beer. I'm not super optimistic.
You deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You want the beer, not the back pain.
You know who we also don't deserve?
Our patrons.
Thank you to Abigail the First, Breaker of Chains, Mother of Dragons.
And Logan,
the Full Metal Patron. And Ben, the Fourth Patron of Hope. And Mia the Fifth, the Rainmaker.
She makes it rain, yo.
Oh, she makes it rain. And thank you to Sierra the Sixth, the Keyblade Patron. Cha-cha. And thank you to Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming, which you can visit at the Morgantown Mall in Morgantown, West Virginia, the Mall at Robinson in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can shop online at shop.fourhorsemencomics.com. No, damn it. At fourhorsemen.tcgplayerpro.com. And if you make it into the store, don't even bother trying to say hi to Ron, because he's probably on his 5th rewatch of Alien Romulus.
Did he like it?
Mm.
Huh, he likes the Alien movies.
Hold on, I'll text him and...
We'll get his review live.
Yeah, we'll try for it anyway. History on this, I think I've seen this, but I don't specifically remember it.
I 100% have seen this because I distinctly remember the ending.
The vampires are pure myth, superstition. I may be able to bring you proof that the superstition of yesterday can become the scientific reality of today.
For background, this is Season 1, Episode 10 of the original Goosebumps series. It first aired January 12th, 1996. It was directed by Ron Oliver, who also directed Say Cheese and Die, Vampire Breath, How to Kill a Monster, Werewolf Skin.
He directed a bunch of them.
He also worked on Are You Afraid of the Dark and Animorphs.
A lot of these people have some crossovers with Animorphs.
Yeah, well, it's the same kind of era.
Yeah.
He also starred as an actor in the cult hit Hello, Mary Lou, prom night 2.
Alright.
And this one was written by
R.L. Stein.
It's based on a book by R.L. Stein, and this episode was written by Rick Drew, who wrote this episode. Good job, Rick Drew. All right, so we're going to go ahead and watch this now. This one is not available on Netflix, but it is available on YouTube. So if you want to watch along with us, just pull it up on YouTube. And this one will be a little bit shorter than the other ones we've done because it's only a single episode as opposed to a double episode. But when you're ready, hit play now. Oh. Cat. Such a litter bug.
I don't have a good joke for that.
Yeah.
do better, Stein.
It's the 90s. Nobody gave a fuck about anything.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I do never get sick of this music, though.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Ever since we started covering these, a bunch of people who review Goosebumps episodes have started showing up on my feed.
Same. There's this podcast that I wanted to listen to but never did, where they do what we do, but everyone in order.
Beautiful. It belongs in a museum. Nice work.
She showed us the exact same thing.
The mom isn't fat enough.
Yeah. F. Worst episode.
But the dad is bald.
He is.
So making a bald man's okay, but chubby chick's not.
I thought it would be nice. The show will be. I made all about us. There's mom sticking to her diet again.
At least they made a joke about it. I like this kid.
Oh my god.
Dad's getting his hair just right. Here's how come Sarah hogs the bathroom so much. Jake, you're such a pain. Guess whose new sweater Amy's trying? The little geek?
Oh no, you wore her sweater.
Yeah.
That's like the least worst one.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you not to try on my clothes?
That's not very nice. Next time, ask to use the camera.
Oh yeah, that was the issue with that. Not him spying on people. Not an invasion of privacy.
Or I guess, mean comedies. Your cats are all over you.
Yeah, I've been upstairs a lot.
Termites. You heard it's Terminator. Well, we had to call it the Exterminator. That's the best part. This is so embarrassing. You said you need a new one.
So I did. Why don't you look behind the couch?
Really? You really got me a new dummy?
Well, almost new. I was passing the second-hand store near my office.
If there's not a sandwich in his head, F episode.
Oh, wow, he's great.
Red-haired Slappy is so weird.
Daddy, thank you.
First appearance on screen. Do you think Jack Black plays him in this too?
Cara, Mary, Donna, Roma, Helen, Karina? Sounds like a foreign language or something. Probably means it takes a dummy to want a dummy. You and I are gonna make a great team. I just know it.
I still just find it so weird that to think of a young girl that's just super into ventriloquism.
Yeah. I guess I never met any.
Yeah.
Amy! Amy! If I catch you in my room again, again, you're toast. Got it? I was just trying it on. It didn't hurt your dumb sweater. Well, just stay out. Now go to bed. Don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Come on. Who says so? That's weird.
Okay. Your reaction to that is, oh, that's weird.
It spoke on its own. That's strange.
Here's your new friend, Sally.
How queer.
Night, Slappy. Good night, Dennis.
There are some nonplussed reactions in the books, but
Yeah. Oh, he just fucked Dennis up. Poor Dennis.
the menace.
Oh, Dennis.
You fall down all the time. Fucking Dennis.
Fucking Dennis. Slappy ever slap anybody?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
There's the dripping blood.
Drip, drip, drop.
Drip, 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 drip blood on your carpets. I'm going to paint your room. Oh yeah, he messes up the painting first.
Sarah, what is it? It's ruined. Just look. It's totally destroyed. What'd you do that for? I didn't do it. I found this out in the hall. How could you? You're always jealous of my art. I didn't. Why would I? So who did? The tooth fairy? Pretty dumb, Amy. Even I wouldn't try and get away with that. Jed.
Yeah, I just spy on you and record you without your consent.
In the bathroom.
He grows up to run for Senate.
Amy, we'll miss your bus.
Coming. So you had to end up with such a bizarre family, Slappy. Ooh. Red paint? What's going on?
How curious.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Do you ever have family nights like this?
No. We all decide things that we want to do together instead of putting each other on the spot.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
I just like to crash other people's family nights.
Amy Kramer and her little pal Slappy. Take it away, Amy.
Hey there, family. Nice to see you. So, Slappy, how do you like being part of the Kramer family so far? It's fantastic, but then my last family was a pine tree. So, what did you think of Dad's song?
That was your dad? Well, what a relief. I thought the cat got stuck in the dishwasher.
Amy, that's not very nice.
Slappy.
Yeah, that's the
And
point.
that mother of yours, she went to
And
the
didn't
store
he
last
say to have a good sense of humor about the kids spying videotape?
Yep.
But it's not me, it's him. Oh, right, the dummy you made me do it.
I wouldn't laugh. You're such a booger brain. You tried to grow an eggplant by burying a chicken.
Hey, cut it out. Yeah, cut it out.
You call yourself an artist? Why don't you give up brushes and try using a roller?
Is this supposed to be funny? No, I can't stop him. Help me get him off.
Easy on the threads.
I can.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Yes, come on.
I'm not saying those things.
Okay.
Slappy is.
Okay, young lady. That's enough. Up to bed. Take the dummy with you.
Take the creepy dummy with you.
He is super creepy. He's like the ugliest baby. Do they think she's doing that laugh?
What are you? Talk to
The Ugliest Baby would be a good title for a book.
Yeah.
Maybe I am crazy, but not crazy enough to let you do the talking for me.
Ron sent me a reply, so I will read that out when we're done.
So, you think Shane's gonna ask you to the dance? I wish, but I could always go with Tyler. Alicia, what have you got there? Dolls. I found them.
Dolls. I found them.
Okay, it's not like you play with them anymore. How come I always get stuck babysitting? Tina never has to. It's because you're in the middle. The oldest one gets to do whatever they want. The youngest gets away with everything. It's like a rule or something. Sometimes I wish I didn't have any brothers or sisters. Yeah, tell me about it.
There is a book called The Ugliest Baby Ever.
You're in big trouble. Who said you could go into my room and steal my markers? I didn't steal them. You're just borrowing them. Well, you're using them up. You never even asked. I told you to stay out of my room. Just stay out of my life. Hi, Slappy. My name's Alicia. Alicia, don't touch that.
He's an evil doll.
Hurt it. He said he couldn't breathe in there.
Hey, Marco, you can forget about Shane. He thinks you got a face like a can of worms.
Stop it. I didn't say it. He did. He's funny. Ow. Hey, he won't let me go. Out. Stop it. Let her go. Let me go.
Again, how do they think that's happening?
I don't know. I mean, most ventriloquist dummies, their hands don't do anything. They're just like a
Yeah.
slab of wood. I'm trying to maim this little girl, Mom.
Stay away from her.
What is going on up here?
Sabi grabbed the leash and he wouldn't let go. What? You're such a liar. A big fat liar.
Slappy committed a hate crime.
I don't ever want to see you again. Not ever. Marco, it wasn't me.
Amy.
They should have named the other kid Polo.
You are staying in your room until your father gets home. I don't want to hear another word about that.
But her in crutches call her Polio.
Poor little baby hot dog legs.
Oh, are we still watching that on election night?
Yeah. It won't even be the biggest joke.
Amy, this isn't funny. You can't keep blaming a doll for things you don't want to take responsibility for.
Slappy's not a doll. He's a dummy.
They're action figures, Mom.
The collectibles. No, I'm sorry. They're assets.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a chart for you later.
We're here to help
Did we
you
do a pre-show?
No.
Oh, okay.
We have one for tomorrow.
Okay.
Something I can't explain. Yeah, right.
Pumpkin, when I was your age, I had 2 older brothers and a baby sister to deal with. I know what it feels like to be caught in the middle.
Nobody's listening to me. It's all Slappy's fault.
Amy, if you really and truly believe that Slappy is responsible for all this, then maybe we need to get some help.
You mean like a doctor or something? Like a total head shrinker.
Sarah.
I'm not making
I was just wondering if they were going to bring up therapy.
Yeah. I mean, they're hitting all the points.
Yeah.
What?
Like, obviously it's not a real deep book, but if you have 20 minutes to do it, I think they're doing an okay job.
Yeah. Right now, I would call it as like the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
You could watch this episode and pretend like you read the book.
Mm-hmm.
He knows you're hurting.
Yeah. Love that old computer. You know, there's a crew guy behind the couch just like...
I love it.
Yeah. Let him do it. Yeah, let him do it.
Amy.
Oh,
I would have just let him do it. Stayed upstairs.
He was gonna hit Dad. I had to stop him.
What are you talking
Their daughter's
about?
insane.
It really reminds me of The Exorcist.
Do it. He did.
Okay. This stops here and now.
But.
No buts, young lady. I want you back upstairs and in bed now. We'll discuss this in the morning.
No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. That girl, sometimes she just grinds my gears.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Goosebumps.
When you can't find the droid you're looking for.
God damn it.
Go, Amy.
Be quiet. I never did anything.
Ted, Sarah, get ready for school.
I am ready. They want to talk to Amy alone.
Oh,
Kid is so goth.
Amy, your mother and I have talked about this, and we want you to tell us what you think we should do.
You mean like a punishment?
I think we both know that's not the answer. This is about a lot more than wrecking your father's guitar.
Amy, we want to help, but we can't begin to understand what's happening here if you keep blaming Slappy for everything.
is this puberty?
The truth.
Yeah. I told you that's what the book is about.
I'm late for an open house.
When you're ready to tell us what's really bothering you, then we'll talk.
If she's having a complete mental breakdown, she can't tell you what's happening. You should really get her evaluated by a doctor.
Doctor will hold up Slappy and be all like, show us on the doll where he's evil.
Besides here, let's go down to next block.
His black little heart.
It's gonna be the best day. Hi, Margo.
She said she'd never talking to you again. Don't you remember?
You're never gonna hurt me again. Ever.
Hey, kid, wait.
Let Pennywise have him. Slappy has a lot of powers. Maybe he would be a good match for Pennywise.
So why'd you do it? Really? Do what? Wreck Dad's guitar. You knew you couldn't get away
Because
with
he
it.
sucks?
There's no point in me telling you the truth, because you think I'm crazy anyways.
My name is Slappy and I have many, many powers. I just only ever use like 2 of them at a time.
Mm-hmm. Hello, slave.
Hey, Amy. Guess who?
Keep away from me.
I hate Tenacious D.
The saxophone is a toy. Stop pretending.
You can't get rid of
What
me.
are you talking about?
Don't you remember, Amy? You spoke the words. Peru, Marie, Odanayoma.
All the new Carano?
You and I are one now. Inseparable. You are my slave.
No, I'm not gonna be your slave. You can't make me.
I can make you do anything I want. You have no choice. Your whole family thinks you're crazy. I've seen to that. They'll lock you up.
So maybe this book is really about human trafficking.
Amy, I can hurt you and your family in 100 ways.
No, I won't let you. Maybe. Sarah,
Hey, Sarah. Wanna play?
what's going on?
Run, but you cannot hide.
What are we gonna do? I can't believe it.
You literally just tackled him like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
He weighs like 5 pounds.
Leave me. I'm sorry. I believe you now.
Ha ha!
I fucking love this guy's voice.
Yeah. Parents gone?
Jen?
Did they say that and I missed it?
Okay?
see better swings on playgrounds.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
He keeps up those jokes, he's gonna get a spot in Alien Romulus too.
Yep.
From now on, this family belongs to me. You're mine, Amy. You're mine.
Oh!
Oh, that looks expensive.
Look at the chunk of his face on the floor.
What was that?
What's going on here?
Amy was telling the truth. Slappy was after us, and then he turned on the lights. But Jen saved us.
Slow down.
Yeah. What's going on? What'd I do? If you didn't do it, then who?
It's good to be back in the family again.
Okay, that's pretty spooky.
Yes, that's the end, exactly how I remembered it.
Okay, before we get into it, let me give Ron's mini review of Alien Romulus. It felt like an Aliens movie, but did a lot of fan service type stuff that plagued Force Awakens. It was too much like the other franchises. Don't want it to sound like I didn't like it, I did, but it could have been a little more different and didn't have to shoehorn in so many overt nods to the other movies as it did. It almost felt like a patchwork of all the other films together, if that makes sense, but hey, it had the water bird thing in it, so that was nice. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty close to the stuff we were saying.
Yep, pretty much. First, reactions is, an adaptation. Obviously, they can't do, a real strict adaptation because they only have, 20 minutes to do this. Up until, aside from, the last, 5 minutes, though, there's not, a whole lot's changed that kind of hit all the highlights of the book.
I think when we were watching it, I called it the Cliff Notes version. It's what did they really skip? Her doing a party?
Yeah.
And instead they just had the little girl be at her house.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of way you shorten that kind of stuff, so...
The end is changed, but, in the book, there's, a series of progression of, Slappy doing different things at night in the older sister's room. But they had all the same things happen without the painting.
Yeah.
It's still, the older sister discovers Slappy is alive. The two of them try to get rid of Slappy, and then they think the brother does it when in fact it was actually the other dummy. So
yeah, and in this we get the other dummy just at the end,
which is honestly creepier anyway.
Something about his voice.
It's like a goofy voice.
M-O-O-N. That's Bill Slappy.
That's Bill's bear. Blue moon. Okay, but then as a piece of TV on its own, what do you, if you hadn't read the book and wasn't looking at it as an adaptation, what are some of your thoughts?
I mean, it's goofy, but I'm also watching this as a 36-year-old.
Yeah, I think that this is by far not the cringiest piece of 90s TV I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm sure it creeped me out way more when I was younger. I mean, the ending still is what always sticks with me of this episode.
Yeah.
I never forget is the other... Oh my god, the other dummy's alive. And just the way it's standing there, and it's...
Mm-hmm.
Kind of has that, misty moon backdrop to him.
Yeah.
That's what I remember about this episode the most.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the best part. Obviously, it's not it's also not peak 90s television.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
It's no The Haunted Mask.
Yeah. For what it is, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Kill you all! I'll drive you crazy, and I'll kill you all! I'm every nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
So let's jump into scary shit. Did this episode give you goosebumps?
The other dummy did.
Yeah, I think the end is genuinely creepy. Like, is it going to keep me up at night? No, but it was. I think that would be super effective for a kid.
Yeah.
Why is Dennis creepier than Slappy?
I don't know. I guess it's just because you get so much less of them.
Less is more kind of situation.
Yeah. And then the fact that he's still just kind of standing there, that all the family sees is just a living dummy. And it's like, what's going to happen next? And then you don't know.
I think Dennis looks like a doll that I've seen 100 times before.
Yeah, he looks more like something you'd actually run into.
Slappy is very unique look. Like, I don't think in real life I've ever seen a doll that looks like that.
Yeah.
That might be part of it. And what do you think of those super, they probably spent like thousands of dollars on the effects of Slappy sneaking up on the parents and the crew member behind the couch holding Slappy up.
I love that.
That's so funny.
I believe they even did something like that in the Goosebumps movie.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, I love that kind of shit.
The scene with the guitar wasn't in the book, was it?
No.
Yeah, I liked that too. Again, though, I would have just let him... Like, he's not going to kill your dad. Just let him hit him with a guitar and you stay on the other side of the room.
Whack.
Whack. And then you don't have to listen to the guitar anymore.
Oh my god, are you Stephen King? No, I'm Dean Koontz. Oh.
Kings and Koontz. What is your king for Night of the Living Dummy 2?
Dennis.
Yeah, same. Koontz, a little harder.
I mean, I guess it wasn't the strongest acting in the world, but I mean, that just feels kind of mean to say.
Yeah, at least...
It's 90s TV.
At least for the kids.
Actors, you know.
I mean, the parents weren't great either, but I mean, they weren't also, like, awful. I mean...
Like, this is also not the worst shit I've ever seen.
I really would have included the rotten sandwich.
Oh, yeah. There was no rotten sandwich, that's my Koontz.
That's just such an easy gross out.
Dude, it smells so bad. I found his brains.
Oh, so bad. All right, so we're moving on to rankings. I'm not sure if I like it more or less than the Attack of the Mutant one. I think I like the end scene with Dennis more than anything in Attack of the Mutant, but I think overall I may have enjoyed, like throughout, I may have enjoyed Attack of the Mutant a little more.
That's a tough call. It is right in that range. I mean, it's not like we have a lot ranked on this yet, though.
I guess I'm gonna make mine my new number 4 below Attack of the Mutant.
Yeah, because it's got Adam West.
Hello, Mr. Stein.
Hello, Mr. Black.
Who's that?
He's the new drama teacher.
Zombie Day, let's take a look here. Of course, this was the first appearance of Slappy. According to some guy,
yeah.
Slappy's appearance in the episode differed from his appearance on the covers because the show sometimes allowed them a certain amount of creative freedom over the design elements. They would typically come up with a few different drawings for each creature, with one being selected by the higher-ups for the final design. Okay, so what do you think of the design of Slappy versus, like, him on the cover of the first 2 books?
I think it's one of the reasons why I find him creepier on the cover, and same thing with Dennis is, at least like the original covers, is he looks more like an actual toy you might see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call this over-designed, because
the hair is kind of weird.
I mean, it's iconic, but it's only iconic because this is the first TV appearance.
Yeah, and I mean, they didn't continue with this look for him, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they did for a little bit, but not. So apparently, Judd's video, the music in that is the opening theme played with an organ.
Huh.
Which I didn't notice.
I also did not notice. It just seemed kind of like jammy to me.
Yeah. And then the dad is also in the How I Got My Shrunken Head episode. And the girl who plays Margot is also in Welcome to Camp Nightmare. And the 2 girls who played Amy and Sarah were also played sisters in the Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, The Tale of the Night Nurse. Which that sounds familiar. I feel like The Tale of the Night Nurse, that one sounds familiar. That's another thing we could do is watch some episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark. According to Rick Drew, who wrote the episode, he said in the Goosebumps TV Companion that this book was adapted instead of the first one, simply because Billy Brown and Dan Angel, who I'm assuming are producers, felt it was a stronger story to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess just because of Mr. Wood. Yeah. I could see that.
Mr. Wood just doesn't inspire the same type of, I guess, fear as Slappy.
Yeah. I agree.
Slappy's not his name.
No. You know what?
Our patrons.
Our patrons are cool. Our patrons are cool.
Yeah.
Thank you to Abigail, the First Breaker of Chains, Mother of Dragons, and
Logan,
the Full Metal Patron, and Ben, the Fourth Patron of Hope, and Mia, the Fifth, the Rainmaker.
She makes it wane, yeah.
Oh, she makes it wane. And thank you to Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming, which you can visit at the Morgantown Mall in Morgantown, West Virginia, Mall Robinson in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can shop online at fourhorsemen.dcgplayerpro.com. And if you make it into the store, say hello to Ron the Third Krampus of Christmas. He's out of the movie. He just texted me, so you can go and say hi to him. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching the Night of the Living Dummy 2 and recording.
It was a good time. I feel like we got actually more commentary out of this one.
Yeah. I think it being a little shorter actually helps. Not that the other ones are too long.
Yeah.
Like 40 minutes is fine.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like today our banter flowed a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm super awake because I'm in a lot of pain. So. That helps.
I shouldn't laugh at you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, let's end this so I can go be horizontal. All right,
Giggity.
Stay tuned for our socials. Stay
scary.
Stay scary.
Yeah.
And now for the obligatory socials. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Slasher, and Goodreads. Become part of the Disturbed community by asking for the Facebook group and Discord links. Send dick pics to the Horror of Babylon podcast at gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/the Horror of Babylon. In closing, you can let your friends know that the Horror of Babylon is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, and all other major podcast apps. Stay scary.